Shalom, shalom. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakah Kwadash. And double honors to the apostles, the elders, the great millstone. Shalom to the hopeful elect. All right, brothers and sisters. But I'm a lock, and I'm back with another lesson to feed the sheep of Yahweh, Yahweh Shai. And Lord willing, this lesson be edifying and the water to whoever tuning in, listening. So I just want to go into how, the Lord is only concerned with Israel. That's who the Lord is dealing with, Israel. No, the Lord ain't dealing with no other nation. Because, you got these damn Edomites, out here, spewing they fucking madness. Just pushing them falafel seeds, that's all it is. Trying to keep our people asleep. Really, they're mad because they're true coming out. That's why they say things like black, Hebrew, Israelite. But the word black mean a void of light. And we have the light. We have this truth. We have this knowledge, wisdom, understanding. So you shouldn't call yourself a black Hebrew Israelite. But yeah, they're just mad about this word going out, But they can't do nothing about that because this is the Lord's great awakening. And it's only for a select few, so it's going to reach who it's supposed to reach. But anyway, let me get a scripture. This is Psalms 147, verse 19. He sheweth his word unto Jacob. Not Jacob, this talking about the 12 tribes, His statutes and his judgments unto Israel. So, right. The statutes and judgments are to Israel, the so-called blacks, the so-called Native Americans, the so-called Mexicans, so-called Hispanics, those so-called Jamaicans, and, the rest of them. So, yeah, man, the laws were written for Israel. They weren't written for, everybody. It was only for one people. That's the Hebrew Israelites. Because, that is our book. The Bible, that's our book. It's not a book for the other nations. That's why they can't understand it. That's why they make up lies and stuff. They're trying to include themselves. But the Lord not dealing with them. That's why, they dealing with small hatters over there in our land, claiming to be us. But that was all part of curses, but still, they not the Lord's people. They phonies. Because you read in the book of Deuteronomy 28, which I'm going to get into, that don't line up with them. So, yeah, man, the Lord, is only concerned with Israel, man. That's his people. That's his chosen. The other nations, y'all don't matter. Just because you might be on top now, it doesn't mean nothing. The Lord's still not dealing with you.
And these elites, they know that. They know the truth. That's why they try to hide it. Because they know who the real Israelites are, you know. That's why they try to take down the brothers' videos and stuff, you know, because they don't want it to be out. But they can't stop this. Like I said earlier, you know, this the Lord's doing. He got this great awakening happening. All right. Verse 20. He hath not dealt so with any nation, and as for his judgments, they have not known them. Praise ye the Lord, Yahweh. So, right, the Lord not dealing with any other nation except Israel. The laws were given to the Israelites, man, not the other nations. So they're not included at all. Really, these other nations were just made to serve us, you know. That's right. You other nations, y'all don't know the Lord, man. Y'all don't know the Bible because it's not y'all book. You can make it try to seem like it's talking about y'all, but it's not at the end of the day. All right. Let's get Amos 3 and 2. You only have I known of all the families of the earth. Therefore, I will punish you for all your iniquities. So, right. So, the people that the Lord, you know, knew, if they was not to hearken to his word, they would be punished. So, who did that happen to? Let's get into it. Let's get Deuteronomy 28. See, this is what they're not going to teach you in the churches, because the church is just set up to keep you asleep. That's what your pastor get paid to do. You know, they make sure you don't know nothing. All right. Verse 15. It's a Deuteronomy 28, verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord, thy power, to observe, to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee. So, right. If the Lord's people didn't do what he said, you know, be obedient, then they would be cursed. So, let's go on down to verse 48. Therefore, thou shalt. Slock it, let me read it again. Therefore, shalt thou serve thine enemies, which the Lord Yahweh shall send against thee in hunger and in thirst and in nakedness and in want of all things, and he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck until he have destroyed thee. So, right, who this happened to? The so-called blacks. Right. Why did that happen? Because that's the Lord's people. The Lord said if they didn't hearken, then the curses were going to come upon them. Amos 3 and 2. Right here. It says, I will, let me trying to highlight it. It says, I will punish you for all your iniquities. And iniquities mean just sin upon sin. So the Lord people kept sinning and not being obedient, then the curses was going to come upon them. So that means the so-called blacks. Those are the Lord's people. And that's actually the top tribe. That's Judah. So right. That happened to the so-called blacks. They served E. They had to work in them fields. Do a whole lot of stuff. He put the iron upon their neck, So yeah, man. It's just clear as day, what that's referring to. If you're not a lunatic, you should know what that's talking about. But, it's just one of the so-called blacks who, again, did wrong. Don't forget about the Trail of Tears. That's talking about so-called Native Americans, and how they did our people. Raped the women, stole from them, gave them diseases, all types of stuff. So, yeah. The Northern Kingdom and the Southern Kingdom caught hell. So, yeah. All the 12 tribes caught hell, from this devil. And why was that? Because that's the Lord's people. The Lord said he was going to punish his people if they didn't obey. All right. Let's get down to verse 64. And the Lord Yahweh shall scatter thee among all people from one end of the earth even unto the other. And there thou shalt serve other gods, which neither thou nor thy fathers have known, even wood and stone. So right, man. Our people are scattered all over the place. And then not only that, you got some of our people that look like the other nations. So you have people all over the place, all over the world, different countries and stuff, because we were scattered. That was part of the curses. And our people serve other gods. Just like, so-called blacks serving Jesus. You got Islam. And you got other stuff too, man. But you got people, they serve other gods. And some of our people look up to Esau like he a damn god, which he's not. But you get my point. They're not serving the Lord. It's only a remnant that's going to come back during this time and do that. That's the elect. But yeah, the point was made, So yeah, man, them the Lord's people, So you can't try to change that and say that that's not what it is. Because we just read it, we just broke it down. Who the Lord's people is and who ain't. All right, let's get Isaiah 44:1. Yet now hear, O Jacob, my servant, and Israel, whom I have chosen. Let's read again. Yet now hear, O Jacob, my servant, and Israel, whom I have chosen. Right. The Lord chose Israel from the beginning. Because in the scriptures it says, Jacob have I loved, Esau have I hated. Now Jacob ain't Slacker. Jacob's name was later changed unto Israel. So the Lord chose Israel, the 12 tribes. And Esau and other nations who the Lord don't care about. So right, man, the Lord chose Israel, Jacob. Right, that's who the Lord dealing with. And we know who the real people, you know, are, so-called black, Hispanic, Native Americans on down. So right, that's who the Lord chose. The Lord didn't choose you Edomites. The Lord didn't choose you other nations. So all y'all madness, y'all gotta cut it out. Because it's not true. We know the truth now. But yeah, that's the end of it. The Lord willing, you were edified. And I'll give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushua, Bahashim Rakar Kodash. Show unto the elect, and Lord, when I'm back with no lesson, keep the faith. Shalom.